guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I thought I would do something a little bit Halloweeny today, change it up a little bit. I've got my 2 journals that I have made in previous years. I haven't done a journal kit Halloween one this year, but I thought what I would do, I'll give you a quick flip through of these in a bit, which are lovely. This is a Gothic Tale, and this one is made with the Vintage Halloween. So I will just, pop those to the side. I'll link everything under the video. But today I'm going to be just doing a quick project, a quick little Halloweeny one, and using some of my ephemera. This is the Vintage Halloween Encyclopedia bits and pieces. So these come in 2 different sizes. These are sort of the bigger bits that you get. I haven't cut them all out, and these are the smaller ones, but they are just fabulous. Oh, these are the papers that I'm going to be using in a second. So these are what I will be using. So like I said, I'll pop the links down below. If you wanted to make a quick little Halloweeny thingy-majiggity, little folio thing that I'm going to make. And this is it. So it's a nice simple one. I've got a little closure on here, and this is a closure which I previously made for something else, and it's just got like a little blingy ring on there which has got like a little bar. So I've sewn it onto here. I used this, I was going to use this on another journal, but I didn't use it, so I've just attached it to this one, which is good. I've attached it to here. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little sort of like an open envelope. I've got lovely bits of ephemera in there, but I'm just loving it. I think it's so good and so simple to make. I've got a little pocket in the back as well with some little bits of ephemera. Now the little bits of encyclopedia ephemera are fabulous for doing things like this. Really, really good. So if I open it out, I've got a little pocket there as well with little bits and pieces in. I was having a look through my journals, Halloween journals, and oh god, I love them. I absolutely love them. I forgot all about them really, because Halloween isn't my favourite time of year. I'm more sort of, I like the pretty bits. So what I've done, I've just made a little, cut that open like that and made that into like a little pocket, and then we've got like a little tuck in this side, which is great. And then I've got a little pocket here where I've cut out, or what I've torn out and added in a little bit of sort of like lacy stuff in there. Popped in a little bit more ephemera. This is a great one. Again, because it's Halloween, it doesn't have to be Halloween. You can do the same thing in different styles. So if you want to do a Christmas one or a shabby one, you can do the same. Now this piece of paper that I tore out of here, I popped on the top and made another little pocket. So it looks like a cauldron, I think. So I put the witch's cauldron, a little bit of ephemera stuck on there, and put a cauldron in there as well. So it's a really lovely one, and you could probably, if you popped a little spine down there, if you did a little spine this side and this side, you could have it a little bit thicker, and then you could probably put in a lot more ephemera. And then I've just got a little bit of a cluster down there. So, and then it just closes like this. So I'm going to make one of these. It won't be the same because I've got different bits and pieces, but look at that. Super simple. And if you're making a journal, it's quite thin, so it would go into your journal as well. So I'm going to pop that to the side. I'll pop it over here actually, out of the way. And we shall get a start. So these 2 are from, I'll put the kit on the screen because I'll probably get it wrong. But loving them. So I'm starting with 2 pieces of paper, and I'm going to just get my, oopsie daisy, my little cutter. Let's put that back on again. So what shall we have as the main bit? Because on this one I've used 2 pieces of paper on here. And I've used a sort of grey, but I thought I'd go a little bit different on this one. So I think I'll use this one as the outer. So what I'm going to do is just, if I can see, am I in the right place? You can't really see this bit. I'm going to just fold that up and just leave just a little gap here, like that. Pop this way, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop it in there. I'm just going to score down that little line, not cut it down. I'm going to score it. I don't think I cut that very straight, like that. Now I tell you what, I didn't want it to be that big. I didn't want it to be that tight actually. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold this over because I wanted a little bit more room. I'm going to just score down this one like that and just fold this over. You can cut that off if you sort of score, because I wanted just a bit more of a gap there, because I'm going to attach the other piece on here like that. Look how wonky that is. It's very wonky. It's like really wonky. Is it this piece that's wonky? Do you know why it's wonky? Because what happened is, see, that's quite straight. Oh, it doesn't matter. We can have wonky. It's spooky. It's Halloween, so we can do wonky on this one. So then I'm going to make we want it this way. I'm not quite sure which way round these go. This way or this way? These sort of go this way, don't they? So I want to make a flap. So this, I would want it to come down to about here. So I would need to cut. So if I score, I'm just going to cut there. I'm just going to wing it like this. Like that. And then this will stick onto this flap like that, or it will go actually this way. And then this flaps over on there. So actually that's a little bit just like that. And then I'm going to make this into like a little pointy bit. So let's fold that in the middle. So I know where the middle bit is. Then I'm just going to sort of turn this down. So that's our middle. How big? Like that, sort of like the pointy bit. Like that. I'm going to put this together. Make a little mark there. You can use a pencil mark or whatever if you want to. Fold that down and make sure this is in the middle there as well. And then we've got our little envelope lip. I think this needs to be cut down a little bit. We want it roughly about there. We don't want it to all go down. These colours go really well too, don't they? Like that. Yeah, the reason these are off shape is because when I printed this onto the back, it went all skew-whiffy. So when I cut the white edges off, because it leaves white edges, it was a bit wonky, but it's okay. We can do with that. We can deal with wonkiness. So I'm going to cut a little bit off here. We don't need all of that. I don't want it to be that long. We'll do it, stay there. There we go, perfect. And that's our envelope. Oh, I do like that. Let's put this over here for a second. I'm going to take this out because I'm going to just ink these. I'm going to tear these bits off as well. But what should we do with this? Should I cut that off? I quite like it actually on there. What do you think? Because we're going to pop a little pocket down there anyway. So this is why it will be different to the other one. This is a lovely little blending tool. So this was from Journal Say. So we're just going to do a little bit of inking. And it's a great one if you're inking a big piece of paper like this. Just a minute, I'm going to go around. This is Vintage Photo that I'm using, but I will go around with a little bit of black as well. this is such a lovely, lovely brush. What's that like? A little bit more on this side. Can always go over that again. So I think actually I'm going to glue this down before I forget. I will be, I'll probably sew around this as well, or stick something on there, we shall see. There we go, that's nicely glued down. So what we need to do with this bit is stick this onto there, like that. Let's tear these off first. So if you've got like an envelope, a big envelope, you could probably use that as well. Let's just put these, tear that off. Just use my ruler as a guide. And then I've got my pliers, which I'm just going to hold that on there like that. And then just tear that little bit off, like that. And then we can ink this bit. Do a little bit of inking on here, like this. So yeah, I was thinking I'm going to have a little change up. Do a little bit of Halloweeny bits and pieces, because I've been doing the fairies. And if you saw my video yesterday, I was saying about journals and stuff, that, you know, you don't have to finish a journal in one go. You can sort of like have a break and do something else, and then come back to it, and then you'll see it in a different light, really. And something else that you can do. That's what I like to do as well. Right, I'm going to stick it this way. Let's do it this way, like that. Is that going to work? Because this is wonky. Yes, that will work. Just a little bit of tacky glue on here, because it's paper to paper. And you can use tacky glue, you can use any PVA glue. Anything like that will work. If you are new to paper crafting or journal making or something like that, any PVA glue will work. There we go. There we are. That goes in and that closes down. So that's our little envelope. Can you see? It's a little bit wibbly wobbly. My cutting was dreadful, wasn't it? I think I will just snip this little bit off. Oh, we could probably use that. What do you think? Do you think I will? There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Where's my scissors? Let's just take this little bit off. That's a little bit better. Now I need to just ink this little bit again. Let's do this side where we can actually see what we're doing. Okay, simple. Pop that away. So that's our lovely bit there. So what we're going to do with this bit, we're going to make this into a little pocket. Like that. So we can just do a little belly band, not a belly band, a little tuck in there. So what should we do it? Like that. No, this doesn't even look straight. So that looks straight. That's a little bit off. A little bit off, I think. Gosh, I need to change my blade as well. Okay, I think. Does that look a little bit better? That looks a little bit better. Oh no, you know what I've done now, because I've cut down the size, it's going to be too small. That's okay. What not to do in this video today, isn't it? Let's pop that down. Pop that out of the way. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add just a little bit at the top, like that, because I want to sew it. I want to make sure it's sewn on all around. Actually, I might even attach it to the bottom. Which piece should we have? How to fix a mistake. So let's just add a little bit of glue down here. Like that. Take this. Put that on there. And make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Simple fix. Pop those to the side. Like that. That can go on there. And then we can mark off where we need to, there's my pencil, just chop that. Take this little one, there we go, lovely, lovely, lovely. That can go on there like that, perfect. Okay, now we need some little bits of ephemera. So what should we do? Because what I would like to do is like this. This one, this down here, if I take this off, this was part of the paper. These were on there. But I wanted to do the same sort of thing, but adding the ephemera in there. Just sticking the ephemera on top. So what should we do? Should we have a little, should we pop them just on the wonk a little bit? We want some smaller bits. I want those to go in. What should we have? We don't want two of those. Let's just put, what do you think? Oh, we could have some, there we go. It's a little ghost. Okay. Like that. I think. That's what we're going to have. Let's just take this off here. Now these can go on as pockets as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue this around here. So then this will be an extra pocket in there. And this is all going to be sort of like sewing. These aren't going to be sewing. Oh, I could have actually, couldn't I? So which way round? So I need to glue this bit. Glue this onto there. Like that. Okay, if you want to, you could sew around that, because that will be stuck down anyway. This can go, which way should we put this one on? Like that, and I think it will stick. Here, I'm going to just glue those bits, and then this bit will be a pocket then. This way, or this way, like that. All decisions. A little bit of glue. Down through there. This is a nice page one as well, if you just wanted to stick these on a page like this. Just overlap them, and then you'll have lots of sort of like little pockets and stuff on there. So we've got, this is a big pocket in there, and then that will be a pocket, and then I think this one, so I'll just glue down these two sides as well, I think, like that. Little extras. Now I had a, which way was I going to do it? Just like that. I did have some fabric and bits and pieces from Halloween, doing my Halloween journals from the last couple of years, but do you think I can find them? I haven't got a clue where they were. I have a funny feeling though that I put them somewhere. See, look, that's good, isn't it? And then we've got a little pocket there, and then we've got a little pocket there. Fabulous. That's lovely. Now I need to ink that. I think we'll just, should we just sort of scratch that up? I was going to sew something down there, but I won't because I've put pockets in there now. So I think we'll just ink this up with a little bit of black because that's nice and dark in there. Like that. Perfect. This is a very inky ink. This is where I make a mess because all of my stuff, I think I've just knocked my little thingy on the floor because everywhere gets covered. Look at this. This is why I get so messy and all my stuff gets inky because I make a mess. Right. This is the right way round. This then can sit on there like that, which is fab, isn't it? So we've got the lovely pocket in this one, and then we've got 3 pockets there. So let's take this and just glue this down. Look at the mess. It's this thing, well, I don't like using black ink because it does make such a mess, especially when they're new, because they're very, very inky. I don't need to put too much glue on there because I will be sewing around the whole thing when we are done. Okay, that's that one. Inky, inky. Let's get this dauber a minute. I'm going to go with the brown. Just do this just a little bit more. Down that middle bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. And again, you can do, I wanted this to be a quick little project, but if you wanted to get a little bit of gesso out and gesso it, it will make it look a little bit more sort of older and more distressed. And then add some brown ink over the top. Okay, so now we need to do this pocket here. So we will use this piece, which is the leftover piece, and we are going to cut that just there. My little bit of measuring. Like that. That's perfect. And then I wanted to just do that pocket like I did before because I wanted to be able to make it sort of see-through. Now I've got some fabric here. I've got this little piece, which is kind of nice, isn't it? I've got some of this, which I used on the other one. I don't think my lace is going to be, oh, that's big. Oh, that will be big enough. Oh, that's perfect. This, we will use this bit. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go straight in and tear around like that, and that's our little pocket. And then we will put lace underneath there like that, so we've got sort of like a little see-through pocket, and then again I can put this up in the corner and have another little pocket in there. But first of all, I'm going to get my piece of paper and we will give this a little bit of an ink. Ouch. That's my elbow. Okay guys, oh, I forgot to say, we have all on the Halloween kits 25% off over the weekend, from now until Monday, I think. So do pop over. Even the new Halloween Encyclopedia one, that is 25% off as well. So do pop over and have a little look. I need, oh hang on a minute, I'm going to go and get my little doorbell because I dropped it on the floor. I must cover the back of my desk up because it's open at the back on just on the little bit, and believe me, everything that you don't want to fall through falls through onto the floor. So I need to sort of put something up on there. That's kind of nice, isn't it? Okay. Lovely. I like that. I do like that. Let's get this. A little bit of lace. That's kind of nice, isn't it? So we can see that on there behind. Unless we have it this way, so we have the little, that little bit behind. What do you think? I think I'm going to go with a straight line. Shall we? No, I'm not. Indecisive. I'm going to put some glue on here. Let's just glue around here. Again, I won't put too much glue because I will sew on here in a bit. And just put that over. And chop this little bit off. There we go. Oh, I love it. How lovely. Let's make sure there's no glue oozing out. Pull that just a little bit tighter. Okay. I'm going to just leave that for a second. Look at that. Isn't that just great? Love it. So I'll leave that to dry and we will sort our little one out here. What we got? I've got so many bits of ink, little blending tools. Let's take this. Can't really see that very well. Gosh, this is very, very dark. I'm going to just bend that low. It gives us a little wrinkly line in there. Scrunch up the top. There we go. Yucky, yucky. Fabulous. Right, what I'm going to do we want something along the top of this? Or shall I just sew a little bit across the top? This is some of that tubey sort of stuff. I'm going to keep that. Right, I'm going to sew this. I'm going to sew a little bit along the top of that. And then I'm going to sew some of these cards. So what shall we put on in here? Could do with some bigger ones, couldn't we? That will fit. This is the bigger version of the cauldron that I stuck on the last one. And you can sort of almost make that into like a little booklet, couldn't you? So we'll tuck that in. Look at this beautiful black cat. That looks like my George, our black cat. Oh, it's just a little bit too. I suppose I could cut that down, couldn't I? And put him on the front. What do you think? Don't think so. But maybe I could have the black cat peeping out the top. That's what we shall do. We'll make this into that pocket. So this will tuck on there. And then we can see little black cat there and the black cat in the back. Oh, love it. That's what that will do. So I want to sew just along the edges of that one. So I will do that. I want to just get all the bits that I would like to sew all together, and I can do it all in one go then. What should we have? We got pumpkin on there. We don't want the pumpkin, do we? Let's go for the ghost. Oh, but then anyway, we got the ghost on there, but that's okay. That's not so bad. So I'm going to put those two on. What should we have in the pocket? Not that it really matters, does it? Should we have this one? Oh, I do love these. That's going to be too small, too big. Too big, that one. I don't really want to cut any more out. Oh, I kind of like the witch. I like that. Oh, I like this to go in there. I'm just going to sew on a couple of these. I'm going to cut this out because I do like this little funky little trendy witch she is. Let's cut this out. And then I can just sew around her. And she can go in the little pocket. Lovely. So let's sew around these ones and these ones and this one. I will sew around that one because that might go on the outside. We've got this one. And then I've got this little one here. Right, let's pop that to the side. Move all these bits out of the way. I'm going to take this. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of sewing. This is great because that just slips in there and it stops the bristles from sort of like bending because it sort of hangs a little bit. Okay, pop these onto my machine. Move everything across. Pull this in like this just so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do these first. So what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to sew all the way around this bit and then around the outside of it as well. Let me just bring my foot pedal over. Okay, so make sure it's all dry before I pop it onto my machine. Now some of it I did in zigzag and some of it I did in sort of like a straight stitch. So I'll do a little bit of both. Okay, so there's the little where's my scissors? The little pocket. So again, you can leave these little bits of cotton on there. So that's just sewn with zigzag and bits and pieces. So I'm going to go around the little pocket on this one. And I think what I'll do, shall I come in just a little bit closer like that? Where's that little bit that I was going to use? Was it this one? Oh, I've lost it now. I don't know what I did with it. Where's the oh, look, I'm going to have a little bit of lace. I've got a little bit of cotton stuck on there, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter because it's scruffy anyway. So I'm just going to pop this across there like that. There we go. Snip that off. So there we go. That's our two like that, which are lovely. So I'm just going to quickly whiz around this lot, just around the outside. So just give me 2 seconds. Okay, perfect. I also went around the little envelope folio as well, which I'm absolutely loving. I think that looks really, really good. So I'm going to just stick in this little pocket. I'm not worried about the little dangly bits because they sort of all add into the little sort of Halloweeny look, don't they? The scruffy look. So let's just pop a little bit of glue down the side like this. I like the mixture between the zigzag and the sort of like straight stitch. I think that looks really good, doesn't it? Let's just pop that on like that. And I think just this little bit stitching around the outside as well looks so good. Look at that, looks really lovely, doesn't it? Then our funny little bit, I think we can go this side. Should we stick something on the back? I didn't sew around these ones, so maybe we'll have a little haunted house on there, like that. I think that looks quite good, doesn't it? A little bit of a haunted house, I think, over in the corner. And then our little leftover bit of pocket. Might as well use it up. Which can just sit there. Like that. Perfect. So this little graveyard. Oh gosh, that didn't stick, did it? Oh my gosh. Little squidgy. There we go. Let's pop that in. It's got stuck to my gluey fingers and pulled it off. There we are. Lovely. So that's fabulous. What were we going to pop in there? We were going to pop the cauldron, or I think we were going to pop the witch, weren't we? I think I do like the witchy lady. Like that. Let's pop the witch in there. Look at her. She looks great, doesn't she? Oops. Love it. So a little cauldron can go in there. We've got the black cat for the outside. We've got these little ones that can sort of tuck in. That's nice. Do you think that will go in there? Not quite, will it? I'm going to put you in this side. You in there like that. Maybe the bats can go in there. Oh, look at that. As long as they fit so that you can bend them, that's fine. Look how full up that is. It's fabulous. Let's just pop you in there. I need something actually to go on the outside, so. And then our little pussycat can go on here. So what I'm going to do with this one is just glue the top and the bottom and a little bit in the middle. I'm going to use the tacky glue for that. Whatever I've done with it. What did I do with that? I don't know. Let's have this one. So the top and the bottom. There we go. So guys, are you making a Halloween journal? Do you like Halloween? Is it your favourite time of year? Is it not? Right, let's just make sure. I like Christmas and things like that. I'm not a major fan of Halloween. But looking in my journals, I really, really enjoyed making those journals because you could really add so much stuff to them. Make sure that's stuck down for a second. Now, I'm going to have to cut out a little bit more, I think, because I'm not going to have anything that's going to fit in there, in these little pockets, am I? So let's just go with some of these. I don't think my little pussycat, oh, he will go in sideways, won't he? Let's pop a little pussycat. I won't sew this one yet. I will wait, but I would like this one to go in that back pocket. Let's just give it a little bit of a wiggle around as we cut. So you don't have to be good at cutting to do this. Should we have his little face popping out? Do you you think that will fit in there? Oh, look, there's little eyes popping out there. And then I'm going to go with this one, which is the same as this one, to pop into this side. So we have the lovely black cat. And then, not that I've got time now, I will probably put a little bit of paper in here and make it into like a little notepad. You could just use some of your scrappy bits of paper and make that into a little booklet, couldn't you? And that tells you all about the associated with Halloween, how the black cat is associated with Halloween. So there we go. You can go in there. Let's put these bits away. It's surprising how much ephemera fits into one of these journals, into, you know, the little folders, or into journals, because journals take quite a lot of ephemera. I'm going to fold that down. Oh, I love it. Look at that, a beautiful one there. Loving that. So, do we need anything on here? I do need to make a closure, don't I? What's this little bit? That's a bit of... What should we close this with? Is that going to be big enough? So if I... Oh, I don't know, that's quite big. Need to... I'm sure I had another piece here. Oh, here we go. There's another bit. I might actually just tie this together. Or I could tie in. Let me untie that. Let me untie that, and I can tie in a little bit of this to make it look scruffy. Do you think I can tie that in with it? What do you think? Gosh, that was a bit of a task. Pop that in there. There we go, look at that. Nice bit of scruffiness on there. So this could probably go round like that and tie. Oh, like that. Look at that. And then we've got that lovely scruffy bit there. Fabulous. Oh, I love the little pussycat. Oh, looks like my George. My George, he's probably about 12 probably now, our little George. So is that it, guys, do you think? Do you think I need to add a little bit? I don't really want to add anything to this, but I suppose we could add a little bit onto this before we go anywhere or do anything. I do want to do a quick flip through though of my journals, so don't go anywhere yet. Oh, here we go. What's these bits? This little pumpkin. This little pumpkin could go on there, couldn't it? Like that. But I do need to ink him just a little bit. Lots of pockets, lots of tucks. That's what I like in journals. It makes it really, really interesting, doesn't it? So you could go there. And we could have a little pumpkin in there. Super. Do we need anything on here? Wish I had a little bit more darker stuff. I don't think I will. I think I'll just scrunch that just a little bit more. Let's just get a little bit of black on there. Just squash that. Just make it look just a little bit dirty. Okay, like that. What should we use? Got decisions on glue now. I'm trying not to use my 3-in-1 for paper because I forget though, because it's so expensive. that I can just use my fabric, tacky glue for paper. There we go. Then we can pop in our little one, our little pumpkin in there. Fabulous. I don't want to put anything on the front like that because I just like how the black cat pops out like that. So guys, I think that's it. I think that's such a fun little folio, isn't it? What do we call it, a folio? I'm going to tuck that under both like that. And you could probably dingle dangle a little charm or something off there as well. But I am loving it. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's pop all these bits to the side. So that's using a Gothic Tale papers. And then this is the Halloween Encyclopedia, Vintage Encyclopedia. So let me just give you a quick flip through again. So pocket here, that's the back. This opens up. We've got lots of ephemera on here. So these just pop out like that. 3 pockets. You've got a little tuck on this side. That can go in there. Oopsie daisy. That can go in there. And then we've got a little witchy in there. We've got the lovely pocket. So just tear it out, the piece of paper, and add in something. I added in the lace so you could see through it. Which is really, really quite nice, isn't it? So you're not hiding things. And then our little wonky pocket there, little pocket there, and then we just flip that closed. And then again, you can just collage the back as well. So there we go. Let's just tie this back up again, round through there, then tie that in a little bow. So if I can, me and my tying, it's not very good. And then we go, nice little folio. Right, let's get this out of the way. No ink everywhere because I'm going to bring my journals out. Give you a quick flip through. So this is the, I can't remember what the kit's called now, my brain's gone. But I did this one a couple of years ago and I am just loving it. So we've got a little dingly dangly at the side. It's got 3 signatures in there on this one. That's the back. Lots of cheesecloth which I coloured. This has got all sorts of little bits and pieces in. Little bits of chain. We've got a little broomstick. We've got a little moon. We've got a little witch's hat or little wizard's hat, I think it is. And lots of sort of coloured bits of seam binding. Now the front, this is a dress. So you can see the sort of like bodice bit up here, and this is the skirt down here. It's got a little skull on there. I've got a little spider's web, which was made out of wire, and I put some stickles on there. I'll link down the playlists for these underneath. We've got a 13 on there. This is a little, it's like a little wooden sign, and I've got wire on there as well. We've got one of my little witch's hats, which is a hidden paper clip in there. Got anything in there? Yep, I got a little book in there as well. So that's a little pocket, and I sewed on like a little spider's web. So this has got to go on to the pocket if I can. There we go. I'll link down some of the embellishments that I've made as well, which are Halloweeny if you fancy making some little hats and things like that. And I've also sort of like got a little metal corners on here. So opening it up, we have a little lacy pocket, little dingly dangly, and a postcard. This is the raven, so this is the first signature. So yeah, there's 3 signatures in here. So this is the raven. This has been sat on my desk, on my shelf actually, for ages. So we have a little pocket there, and then I've just attached another little section of the house on the hill. So this is a spider's one, so I've just put that together. So that closes up. I've left it open on there. This one, this is a feather that I found. And this is a little pocket. This is called the Raven, little music paper. So that just sticks in there. We've got a little wax seal on there. This is another little dingly dangly with a poison bottle, little skull. We have a little skeleton tag on there. And that's quite a big belly band, which is made of sort of like fabric and bits, which is lovely. Flip that over, little tuck spot in there with a postcard. This is a little bit of journaling, like that on there. And in the middle we've got like a little pocket or a little tuck. This is just paper that I've stamped and distressed on there. We've got a little skull. That's the other bit of the writing paper. Little. This is a hidden paper clip, which is just attached to the actual page. Got lots of ribbon, lots of little glass cabochons on there with the pictures underneath. Little dingly danglies. Here's some more little tags. This is a double one again, which is lovely. Love this raven on here. This is a little tag that I made again. This has got a little spider's web in it. So I've got a tutorial on these as well. This is another little tuck up there. That can tuck in there. Lots of little bits of embellishments on the pages, lots of fabric. We have another little pocket. This is that page on my other one that I did. I haven't put anything on that because I like that. This is a little, what's this? What's this? Oh, this is a little journaling spot. See, I've even forgotten what I've done in this. Look at that. That's another paper clip that's attached actually to the page. So it just makes it into like a little tuck, which is lovely. So that's the first signature. This is the second signature. This is a lovely little booklet in here. Oops. Just a little bit of paper that tucks in our little net lacy pocket. This is another one of those little pockets on there. Some little tags. Opens up, little cluster on there. This is a lovely pocket with a bat on there. Got another one of these. Nice journaling spot. Little pocket in there. Opens up. This has got a little postcard. This has got another little tuck spot in there, which is made of lace and cheesecloth. Little journaling spot. Little journaling pages. We have a little tuck spot. This is a nice bit of sewing on the sewing machine, which is nice. So if you've got a sewing machine and you've got different sort of like settings on there for different stitches, they look really, really good on pages, don't they? This just twists like that. It's one of my little closures. This opens up and up. Little pocket in there. That folds down and down again, and that just closes up. We have, we've got little dingly danglies in here as well. We've got little beads and keys, a little cross, a little bits of pearl, a little bit of lace in the middle there. Another little pocket, little corner pocket. Pop that in, seam binding down there. We've got a little spider's web on there as well. Little page, another little tuck. Journaling spots. There's lots of little places to journal in here. Little tuck spot, little pockets. This is the other side of that pocket. We have a little pocket, a little booklet, I mean, with little pockets in it, which can go in there. Little corner pocket, like that, nice lacy one. What's this? Does that come off? Oh gosh, I've forgotten how this works now. Oh, look, I've got a little pocket in there. This opens out. Oh, it flips out. There we go. And then I've got a little bit in there, little lacy belly band. and then that will just clip onto there. Right, that's the second signature, and this is the third signature, the house on the hill. So we've got some, look, I love these. I'm going to have to go back and have a look how I made that, because that's so lovely, isn't it? Isn't that great? See, it's given me ideas. If you go back to your old journals, you'll see it will give you a bit more inspiration, which I've forgotten about all of these. Oh, you look, I made these as well. There's a little tubey bit, and then it's got like a little scroll in there. Look, and you just roll it up, which is fab, isn't it? It's like a little potion on there, a little deadly potion. And then we've got all these little rats and bottles and all sorts of things on there. Keep out, little one on there. What's this? Oh, look, this is a little pulley out taggy thing. Look at that. They're little tickets, aren't they? Little pocket. Oh, I do like this. Oh, I love it. Little tuck. Again, I've done some stitching on there. We've got some little dingly danglies. We like dingly danglies. Some more writing paper. Oh, I love this. Look, there's a little spider with a little cabochon on there. It's another one of those little booklets. I must have done a few of those. Another little lacy pocket. Does this open out? Oh yes, this comes out like that. This is what I need to put in my fairy journal. I need some of these little pulley outs, I think. So I must remember, there's the little ones on here. Little spider tags. Oh, I just love it. And this is the last page, and this is a little booklet. Oh, love it. Okay, so I hope that's given you a few bits of inspiration if you're making a journal. It's just beautiful. And then the closure is just a seam binding tie. So you just tie that into a bow. Lots and lots of cheesecloth and bits in this one. So it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Love it. So that is that one. And then we've got this one, which is beautiful. This isn't a journal, this is like a little folio, which I will open up. That's the back, like that. So this has a little pocket here. It's a little envelope. So that's got a little letter in there, which is lovely. That will pop in there. Got a little chain off there. That just sticks in there. That's got like a little bits. I put lots and lots of stuff on this one. Look, I used some heat embossing on here. There's lots of little brads and bits and pieces and sewing and all sorts of things on here. So the front bit, I've got lots of going on here. We've got the little cobweb on here. I've got a little book, little tuck in the front, which is the same picture. This is a little paper clip, little hidden paper clip. Then we've got a little scrappy book. So that goes on there. If I can get it on. Oh, on you go. There we go. And that just tucks in that little space in there. This opens up like this. So the front bit, we've got a little flap. This opens up. This is a little pocket. So I've got some little tags and postcards in there. This opens up here. This I haven't put anything in because I like this picture in there. This is just a paper, but you can obviously tuck things in there because you've got the clear plastic pockets, so you can see through it, which I'm just loving. Forgotten how much I like this one. So then this opens like this. This is your sort of like main bit, so it's like a little folio. I've got two clear pockets in there. First one has got some little tags in, and then I have a little, I think this was a Friday freebie if I remember. It's like a little vampire book, which is lovely. And then I've got a little postcard in there as well. And then this is like a pocket in there. you can see. And then I've got a grungy journal. It's just got some grungy pages in there. Look at that. Isn't that just lovely? Inked up. These are all inked and grunged and tea stained. But how lovely is that? Got little dingly dangly curiosities and some little beads on there. So that pops into our little pocket in there. We have a little booklet, another little scruffy booklet, a hidden one, so you wouldn't really know that was in there. So there's lots going on this one. Let me just fold that over a minute. This I left plain because I think that is just such a lovely piece of paper. A lovely digital that is. On this side I've got a little tuck and a little tuck there. Lots of heat embossing on this one. Lots of bits of fabric and lots of cheesecloth and all sorts of things. That folds over and then this folds out. We've got a little tuck in there with a little postcard. This needs, I could put something in here actually, because that's got a little pocket at the back. This is it's a lovely little cluster there. This has got some little spare bits that I had left over from doing it, which I left in there. Nice grungy cellophane-y sort of front there. Clear envelope and a little pocket. And then this closes over like this, and then this is the back where I have a little sort of card on there with a little tuck. We have a little clock or a little watch. This is a little journaling card which goes inside it. This one I sort of like layered up quite a lot. Little sort of dingly dangly thingy-me-jiggedy there. This opens up again. That is just a beautiful page. I've cut a little hole in here and popped a little spider. I've just turned up the pages here. Then I've got another little tuck spot in there. And then we've got a little pocket there. This opens up. Little tuck pot. Lots of little bits and pieces in here. There's lots of sort of like, almost like mixed media on here as well. And then on this one, this has got lots of layers on it. And this is just a journaling card, and that closes up in there. So lots and lots going on in this one, and that is the back of the journal. So it's fabulous, isn't it? That is the front of the, well, that's the inside bit. Let's do that like that. That's how it goes. And that's the back of the journal. So I won't show you, I'll just open it up. So it opens like that. That opens up, you close that up, this opens and flaps open like that. That opens up, we've got the pocket there, this opens up, that opens up, and then we've got the middle bit. So that's how it works. I can't remember, I don't know how I figured this one out, but it's fabulous. I'm gonna have to make another something like this, I think, because this is just gorgeous. So there we go, guys. I hope that's given you a little bit of inspiration. A nice little make, a quick little peek at my journals. So yes, please pop into the Facebook group if you've made anything with my kits from the Halloween. Don't forget that there is a 25% discount on all Halloween ephemera digital kits in the shop, Etsy shop, and there's our little make for today. There's that one, and then I made this one earlier. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me. Oops, I haven't done that properly, have I? That goes over there. Have a fab rest of the day. Do take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. There we go. Let me just pop that through there, and then we've got those ready. There we go, guys. Take care, see you soon, and have a lovely evening.